Ever wondered how you can farm naturally and successfully? Let's dive into the philosophy of natural farming. It's a practice that respects the ebb and flow of nature, advocating for minimal human intervention and the avoidance of synthetic chemicals. It's about tuning into the rhythms of the earth, the seasons, the weather patterns, and the intricate web of life that surrounds us. It's about observing, learning, and drawing wisdom from the natural ecosystem around your farm. What are the native plants and animals? How do they interact? What can they teach us about the health of the land? It's a mindset shift from seeing the farm as a factory to understanding it as a living, breathing ecosystem. By practicing natural farming, we become stewards of the land, caretakers of an intricate web of life, and participants in a sustainable future. By aligning with nature, you unlock a wealth of benefits that contribute to successful farming. The secret to a thriving farm lies in the health of your soil. Let's delve into why this is so crucial. Soil health is the very foundation of natural farming. It's like the canvas an artist paints on. The quality of the canvas can greatly influence the final artwork. So how can you enhance your soil's fertility? The answer is organic matter. Compost, green manures, even leftover kitchen scraps can all be used to enrich your soil. These organic materials decompose over time, releasing nutrients that feed your plants and fostering a teeming microcosm of beneficial organisms. Healthy soil isn't just about nutrients, though, it's also about structure. A fertile soil should crumble nicely in your hand, allowing roots to penetrate deeply and water to infiltrate efficiently. This kind of soil structure helps plants withstand drought and resist pests and diseases. So there you have it. Prioritizing soil health is an investment that truly pays off. Remember, healthy soil is the bedrock of a successful natural farm. Variety is the spice of life, even on a farm. Planting a range of crops has many benefits. For starters, it reduces pest pressure. Different crops attract different pests, so by mixing things up, you avoid creating a pest buffet. Plus, some crops even repel pests that prey on their neighbors. A diverse crop selection also enhances soil health. Different plants have different nutrient needs and contribute different things to the soil. This means a variety of crops can help keep your soil balanced and fertile. But the benefits don't stop there. Diversifying your crops makes your farming system more resilient. If one crop fails due to weather or disease, you've got others to fall back on. Now let's talk companion planting. This is when you plant crops that benefit each other. For example, corn, beans, and squash are often grown together. The beans fix nitrogen in the soil, the corn provides a natural trellis for the beans, and the squash helps suppress weeds. Diversifying your crops is a surefire way to boost your farm's resilience and productivity. Let's talk about the power of perennials. These plants are the unsung heroes of natural farming. Unlike annuals that need to be planted every year, perennials grow back year after year, providing a steady supply of food, shade, and habitat. They have deep root systems that pull nutrients from far beneath the soil surface, enriching the topsoil, improving its structure and enhancing water retention. They also play a significant role in carbon sequestration, helping to mitigate climate change. Fruit trees, berry bushes, and perennial vegetables like asparagus and artichokes are just a few examples of perennials you can incorporate into your farm. By doing so, you're not just planting for the present, but investing in the future. So, consider adding a variety of perennial crops to your farm. They'll not only enrich your soil and landscape, but also provide a bounty of harvests for years to come. Perennial crops offer long-term rewards for your natural farm. Pests and diseases don't have to spell disaster. In the world of natural farming, they can be managed in harmony with nature. Instead of reaching for chemical sprays, consider employing beneficial insects and natural predators. Ladybugs, spiders, and birds, for instance, are excellent pest controllers. Similarly, plant-based remedies can be a powerful tool. Garlic, chilies, and neem are just a few examples that can be used to create organic sprays that deter pests while being harmless to the environment. Disease prevention is another crucial aspect. It often starts with maintaining healthy soil and robust plants that can resist infection. Crop rotation and diversity can also help break disease cycles and reduce pest populations. Above all, strive for balance. A balanced ecosystem is resilient and can often take care of pests and diseases on its own. Remember, nature has its own checks and balances. Trust in them. Water is life, and conserving it is key. In the world of natural farming, we have a plethora of innovative strategies to manage this precious resource. Let's start with rainwater harvesting. This is a simple yet effective technique where we collect and store rainwater for later use. This not only reduces our dependence on groundwater, but also puts to use a naturally occurring, renewable resource. Next, consider drip irrigation. This method allows water to drip slowly to the roots of plants, either from above the soil surface or buried below the surface. It's a great way to minimize water wastage and ensure that our plants get just the right amount of moisture they need. Lastly, mulching plays a significant role in water conservation. By covering the soil with organic materials, we reduce evaporation, keep the soil moist, and even add to its fertility over time. Smart water management is an essential part of successful natural farming. Let's delve into the world beneath our feet. Picture a bustling city, but instead of skyscrapers and traffic, there's a network of roots, microbes, and tiny critters all working together. This is the underground ecosystem of your farm. Now imagine a bulldozer plowing through this city, disrupting everything in its path. That's what traditional tilling can do to this delicate balance. That's where minimal tillage or no-till practices come in. By reducing soil disturbance, we preserve its structure, enhancing water retention and maintaining soil organic matter. This approach supports a healthy underground community, which in turn benefits plant health. It helps to create a more resilient soil structure that can absorb and retain water more effectively. Moreover, minimal tillage helps to keep carbon in the soil, contributing to the fight against climate change. It's a win for your farm and a win for the planet. Remember, minimal tillage practices nurture a thriving underground ecosystem. Your farm is more than just plants, it's a whole ecosystem. An essential part of this ecosystem is the biodiversity it houses. Biodiversity is the lifeblood of a farm, the unseen workforce that pollinates, decomposes, and naturally controls pests. It is the orchestra that plays the symphony of a thriving farm. Bees and butterflies are the champions of pollination, turning flowers into fruits and seeds. Ladybugs, spiders, and birds are the unsung heroes that keep pests in check. And let's not forget the decomposers, turning fallen leaves and dead insects back into nutritious soil. So how do we invite this plethora of helpful creatures? By providing them with habitats. Hedgerows, ponds, and wildflower strips can serve as homes for many species. Insect hotels can be set up to attract beneficial bugs. Leaving patches of land wild can also provide shelter and food for all sorts of critters. A biodiverse farm is a balanced, resilient, and productive farm. Harness the power of the sun, the wind, and the water. Renewable energy sources, such as solar and wind, offer a sustainable and efficient way to power your farming operations. Imagine, if you will, solar panels harvesting sunlight to generate electricity for your irrigation systems, or wind turbines spinning gracefully in the breeze, providing power for your farm machinery. These aren't just fanciful notions, but practical, achievable realities that many farmers are embracing. These sources of energy are not only abundant and free, but they also reduce the carbon footprint of your farm, making it more sustainable. Integrating renewable energy into your farm operations can be a game changer. Solar-powered water pumps, for example, can deliver water to remote areas of your farm without the need for expensive grid connections. Or consider a wind-powered grain mill, mechanizing the process while keeping it off the grid. Renewable energy sources offer a sustainable way to power your farm's success. Knowledge is power. This phrase holds true, especially in the world of natural farming. The ever-evolving nature of this field calls for a continuous thirst for learning. Books, documentaries, online courses, workshops, seminars, there are countless resources available to feed this hunger for knowledge. But remember, education is not a one-way street. It's about sharing what you know too. Engaging with your community, sharing your experiences, and learning from others' triumphs and trials can be incredibly enriching. Collaborating with local schools, community centers, or farmers' markets can open doors to sharing knowledge and inspiring others to pursue a sustainable lifestyle. Imagine the power of a community coming together, learning, growing, and working towards a common goal of sustainable living. It's not just about having a successful farm, it's about building a successful community that values and respects nature. Sharing knowledge and experience strengthens your farm and your community.